Hello, this is Master Use. I'm here in the editing room, and today we're talking about, can the Rx10 Mark IV pass standards to shoot a movie with? A lot of people don't know. A lot of people have a dream about shooting movies, getting into movies, and of course I've made, like a lot of people, hundreds and hundreds of videos. But when you get into the movie stuff, there's a lot of things you're not told, like some of the cameras are not good enough to pass QC standards with iTunes or Google Play or Amazon, and you're never told this. You're encouraged to do this, and you have to spend a lot of money, and a lot of people make a lot of money on you setting up cameras, monitors, computer. You spend thousands to get into it. And the question is, can the Rx10 Mark IV pass standards? I honestly can't tell you just yet. I can tell you this, the Rx10 Mark III that we had could not pass standards to make a movie with and get the movie on iTunes, for example. It could not do it. It would not do it. Now, maybe that was unusual. Maybe we had a bad camera. But a lot of you guys getting into indie filmmaking don't understand how expensive it is and all the hidden secrets that they're not telling you, like QC standards for iTunes. They are extremely high. And cameras may not produce good enough quality to pass QC standards. Okay? So I'm presently testing the Rx10 Mark IV. It's going to be questionable. It is better than the Mark III. The Mark III would not pass standards. The video shot with it would not pass standards. And you guys aren't being told all this. I learned it the hard way, and I like to share things that make me money. I like to share, and things that cost me money I like to share, so that you guys don't make the same mistakes. So we're presently testing the Rx10 Mark IV. We have contacted Sony trying to learn more about which cameras are high enough quality to pass the standards to make a movie with, such as Amazon or iTunes. Sony is not telling us. That's a bad sign, isn't it? Sony could tell us, okay, this camera, you're not being told whether a camera meets certain standards or not. The camera shoots beautiful film, but will it pass file standards when you put it on iTunes? Unfortunately, there are cameras that absolutely cannot do it, and they won't tell you the difference. They won't tell you, well, this camera has a 10% rating or this camera has a 50% rating, and you go and spend a lot of money, and then you find out your movie cannot pass standards because of the camera you used. And of course, there's some other problems, like how you compress it and your video editor. But first thing would be the camera. And so I wanted to make all you guys aware of trying to understand, be careful when picking a camera. Check with guys who are making movies and try to find out which cameras are you using, which cameras have you used, and your indie films got past quality control standards at Amazon or iTunes. That'll help give you a big tip about what cameras to try to buy and not buy, because you can't just buy any camera and it pass QC standards, all right? So I wanted to share that with you today. We are still testing the Rx10 Mark IV to see if it would pass standards. At this moment, I'm feeling like it's marginal, even though there's an improvement of Rx10 Mark III. Rx10 Mark III would not pass standards for an indie movie. It wouldn't do it. Now, having said that, maybe it was just a bad camera. But I'll tell you this, Sony is not answering our questions about which cameras perform within certain specifications so that they can pass QC. All right, this is Master Use. I wanted you to know about that because a lot of you people, you think you're going to make a movie, you spend everything you got to try to make a movie, you might even actually make a good movie, and then it won't pass QC standards at iTunes or Google Play or Amazon, and nobody ever mentions this to you. All right, this is Master Use. Bye-bye.